Mr. Crypto Guy. I'm extraordinarily busy, sir. I just wanted to ask about the profit. The lifetime supply of crypto profits for Charlie. When does he get it? He doesn't. Why not?
Because he broke the rules.
What rules? We didn't see any rules, and did we, Charlie?
Wrong, sir, wrong! Under page 4 of my Twitter feed 5 months ago on the tweet liked by him, it states quite clearly that all profits will become null and wrecked if ignored, and you can read for yourself on this photostatic copy. Do not invest more than you can afford to lose. This is not financial advice, etc., etc. Never buy and sell on emotion. Always have a plan, etc., etc. Never get complacent and learn to manage risk. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You FOMO'd in at the top. You blew out your account and you panic sold at the bottom. So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. So today is Wednesday. If we have a look at what's going on, we see that there is some green across the board. Not too much as far as Bitcoin is concerned. Obviously, XRP, a 19% increase today, doing pretty well. Now, before we get into it, I just wanted to give a special shout out. Once again, thank you to Steven from Bridge Protocol. He has given me another giveaway for you guys. So I have a USB thumb drive that you plug in and it holds 8 gigabytes worth of storage. By the way, this isn't the one that you're going to be getting. I'm going to give you one that's actually still in the package. But yeah, so if you guys want this, it's 8 gigabytes of storage thanks to Bridge Protocol. And all you got to do is just drop a comment and I'll literally just pick a winner tomorrow. And that's all you got to do. So moving on, looking at CoinMarketCap, we do have some green. Obviously, XRP up quite a bit today. Bitcoin dominance has pulled back. We're sitting around a $214 billion market cap with a $6,500 Bitcoin. Now, if we look at the biggest gainers of the day, we have Eternal Token. I don't know what the hell that is, so I'm just going to skip over that. Electroneum up 29%. You know, they had really great news with their instant payments that came out. Obviously, XRP. Mixin, 0x, Status, MOAC, Nano, Stratus, Stellar, Dentacoin, and Mithril. So let's have a look at what's going on with the triangle today. We find ourselves having the dip and we've pulled back up. We still have this space to bounce around, so we're keeping our eyes on that as well. Now, as far as the XRP news is concerned, it's not just the big pump that happened the other day. There's been a lot of good commentary recently in the news surrounding it. You obviously have Justin Sun from Tron saying XRP surge shows PNC Bank's recognition of the Ripple protocol, with Bill Clinton keynoting Swell 2018, blockchain is going mainstream as Ripple's Greater China chief rep from 2014 to 2016 and a Ripple shareholder. I'm confident financial institutions will adopt blockchain. So the thing is like some people don't like Ripple at all. Some people love Ripple. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if it's getting people interested in cryptocurrencies and blockchain and all this other stuff, then any exposure at this point is better exposure than just talking about ICO scams and people buying drugs on the internet. You know, the other thing too I wanted to also note is that you have Ripple's partner in Japanese fintech giant SBI Holdings announced today that its subsidiary SBI Ripple Asia is registered as a substitute agent for electronic payments. The announcement stated that only those registered with the Finance Bureau will be able to run an electronic payment agency in Japan. So this is obviously more good news, clearly, for Ripple in particular, maybe not so much XRP. But anyway, this move will clear the way for SBI Ripple Asia's smartphone application called MoneyTap. MoneyTap is a bridge to the next generation financial infrastructure powered by Ripple's distributed ledger technology. The app is said to create an environment that allows quick, safe, and comfortable transfer of money between individuals. So there you go. And it was funny because I actually went to Ripple's website this morning and this is what I got. It literally said, uh-oh, something went wrong. So there's a lot of people clearly getting interested, a lot of people visiting it as well. Yeah, the website's back up right now. But anyway, moving on, let's talk about some other news. We've been talking about XRP for like a week now. So we have Coinbase, right? So there's some big news that came out. It says that they're gearing up for the biggest ever expansion of crypto asset listings. So what is this all about? Well, the new system allows almost anyone to submit a cryptocurrency through an online form, which this is it right here, by the way. This is literally the form. I know my head's in the way. But yeah, you basically just apply and you list your asset here. So yeah, that's going to open up the doors to a lot of potential projects. So anyway, Basically, those that meet the criteria may be listed, although not necessarily available right away to all Coinbase customers. That's because the listings will be added on a jurisdiction by jurisdiction basis rather than supporting all assets globally, as Coinbase has done up until now. As a result, some coins won't be available for Coinbase customers to trade in places where local regulations either expressively forbid them or are unclear about their legality. It's not unlike Netflix streaming certain movies in one country but not in another country due to copyright reasons, okay? So stuff like that. Basically, this is good news. I mean, it's good news. You know, that's the thing is Coinbase, even in this bear market, they've been setting up shop in different places. They hired a bunch of employees. They're still expanding their business. So if there wasn't like a future for this stuff and they didn't see a potential in it, a lot of these companies would just be closing down their doors. But instead, you're seeing all these different financial instruments coming in and custody services, etc. So they say, yet aside from regulatory and technical considerations, the main listing criterion for Coinbase is market demand. Obviously, like, do we want it? Are we using it, right? So they say we want to make sure that our customers are there. The three big questions are, is it legally compliant? Is it technically secure and innovative? And do customers actually want it? So that was the news coming out of Coinbase. Now we also have Goldman Sachs-backed Circle listing EOS, 0x, QTUM, and Stellar. So the new assets are both available individually for investors to buy and trade, and as a part of Circle's unique buy the market feature that lets users buy into crypto index like fund that includes other top cryptocurrencies offered by the country as well. Let's talk about more adoption. So, Blockchain.com, one of the leading cryptocurrency wallet providers, has launched an over-the-counter trading desk. The project will offer users the opportunity to make large trades outside of public exchanges. I know a lot of people are always asking about OTC. I've even had some people in the Telegram group reaching out to me and asking me if I know people for OTC trading and stuff like that. So there are some options out there. Now Blockchain.io or Blockchain.com is one of them. But the only thing is, I don't know if they, like, what the limits are. Like, I'm sure if you're doing OTC, it's probably a lot of money. They're probably not going to do this for smaller trades. So we'll have to see the details that get released on that. And also you have more news from Bakkt. I mean, they're kind of just reassuring everyone. They say our first contracts will be physically delivered Bitcoin futures contracts versus fiat currencies, including USD, GBP, and Euro. For example, buying one USD BTC futures contract will result in daily delivery of one Bitcoin into the customer's account. The other thing to notice too is, yeah, we're in a bear market, but blockchain jobs are booming in Asia, even as cryptocurrency prices struggle. That's something very interesting. You know, you're still seeing this massive, massive movement. I mean, I spoke to Shash from Altcoin Buzz. You know, we talk frequently on a basis, and he says, you know, over in Singapore, things are booming. So there's definitely a lot of interest still. You know, you have blockchain and cryptocurrency jobs increasingly appealing to job seekers. You have blockchain tech being adopted by both startups and more established corporations as well. We've seen it even just here in the US. We've seen it with Walmart and all these other types of, you know, IBM. They've been doing a lot as well. And also another thing too is recruitment firm Robert Walters said that it has seen a 50% increase in the number of roles related to blockchain or cryptocurrencies in Asia since 2017. So those are all things to note as well. And another big topic that people have been talking about today is the fact that Google is reversing its crypto ad ban. Now, it's not reversing it on everything. It's allowing some crypto businesses to advertise on the platform. So according to the official statement, starting in October, Google will allow registered cryptocurrency exchanges to advertise on its Google AdWords platform, targeting the US and Japanese audiences. The announcement says advertisers will need to be certified with Google for the specific country in which their ads will serve. Advertisers will be able to apply for certification once the policy launches in October. So I think they're starting to understand that it got a little crazy with these ICOs, these scams, and, you know, what are you going to do when you can't control something? You just contain it, right? Like you quarantine it, you just shut it off. Now they realize that there are legitimate platforms, legitimate services, legitimate exchanges out there. So basically you're going to have to get registered, but no, they're not saying crypto is banned. It's just they're being selective about it. So I think that that was good news as well moving forward. Now let's talk about what else has happened. So MetaMask now supports both Ledger and Trezor hardware wallets in their latest update version 4.11.1.
It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
Also, you know it wouldn't be a day in crypto without talking about Ethereum scaling, which actually, earlier today, I forgot to mention this, but going back to the coin market cap, oh, XRP is back at number 2 again, look, there we go. Yeah, XRP and Ethereum have just been like duking it out for the number 2 spot. Look how close they are. You have 22 billion and 21.9 billion. So XRP and Ethereum, they're going to be doing their thing. I don't know, people are getting excited over this, so kind of funny that I just switched back to that randomly. But anyway, so moving over to Ethereum news, there is some more scaling possibilities. So you have blockchain company OpenST, they think that its new protocol called Mosaic is ready to tackle some of these scaling issues. So you have the CEO, Jason Goldberg. He highlighted that Mosaic requires no fundamental changes to the underlying Ethereum network to deploy. Currently, the team at OpenST is gearing up to launch preliminary versions of Mosaic in just 3 months' time. Now, we did have Vitalik talking yesterday about some of their ZK snarks things that they could do as well, possibly getting it up to 500 transactions per second. So they're basically saying that once fully tested, Mosaic could then act as a scaling solution used in advance of other proposed solutions. So maybe they can combine the efforts and maybe Ethereum can scale a lot faster than we had planned on doing it. So they talk a little bit about how it works. It's done through a gateway protocol. In effect, any ERC20 token, which is the widely held standard for new forms of cryptocurrency on Ethereum, is able to move through the gateway protocol. So yeah, there you go. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. There's definitely a lot of interest in getting Ethereum to scale, but we'll have to see. We also have latest from Apex Wallet released for Android and iOS with ERC20 support. So now you can have any NEP5 and any ERC20. So that's all of Ethereum's ecosystem and all of Neo's ecosystem. So that's a lot of tokens right there. We also have Request Network adding Kin, BNB, BAT, 0x, and Link, but when you think about it, I'm curious what takes, like Request Network, why can't they just add all the ERC20s if these other companies can? But yeah, I don't know. This is news. That came out from them as well. You can definitely check that out. We also have Quantstamp signing an MOU with Mithril. So Mithril is like the Instagram on the blockchain. I don't know if you guys used it. I used to use it a lot when it first came out. I kind of stopped using it. The rewards got a lot lower, I guess, like the more people that use the platform. So, you know, I was using it for like a month and I think I had made like $1.30 off my posts. I should start using it again though. Just to support blockchain stuff, I should start using it again. But anyway, it says by integrating Mithril platform technology into Quantstamp's decentralized computing infrastructure, we believe that we can enable powerful types of security verification that would be possible or would be very expensive. Oh, wouldn't be possible, right? Because of traditional architecture. So yeah, I mean, we need things like this moving forward. You know, you need to audit these contracts. You need to make sure that everything is smooth and you have to keep it safe. So absolutely, I agree. Also, big news from eSports ecosystem. So they finally announced that they are going to have a listing on GAEX.com. This is in December, which is interesting. You don't really see a lot of projects like really giving away where they're going to be listed. Usually it's kind of secretive, but yeah, they're kind of letting the cat out of the bag early. Interesting thing about the ESE token is that it's going to be absolutely necessary to use this within the ecosystem. So it's not a speculative token or something like that. Like you literally have to use this token. So that'll definitely give good utility for the ESE token as well. Also wanted to talk about DeepTransfer launching on DeepCloud AI. So they're pretty excited about this. Now, this is one of the things that we had actually discussed in our Token Tank episode was DeepTransfer actually coming out. So I guess it's officially available. So it says the team has been hard at work building a strong and robust decentralized cloud. They're finally excited to release it. So in order to use DeepCloud AI's new file transfer platform, you just enter your friend or coworker's email as well as your email, add the files you want to send, enter a message if you want, and then when you're ready, you literally just click transfer. So it's like any other service that we're used to using. You know, if you guys have used things like Dropbox or literally just sent an email with an attachment, it's pretty much the same exact thing. So the thing to note right now is though They have two different versions. There's a free version available, which you could transfer up to 3 gigabytes right now. There's also a premium version, but that's currently only being used for enterprise partners, so they will release that soon as well. But that's definitely good news for decentralized file transfer moving forward. We also have Skynet, the first major dapp on Tezos. Now, I had been looking into Skynet quite some time. Honestly, originally just because I thought the name was kind of funny. It reminded me of Terminator. So scrolling down here, it's interesting. I need to look into Tezos a little bit. I really haven't looked into that platform. I'd like to kind of like do a deep dive, maybe come out with a review, look at the inner workings of it. But anyway, Skynet is going to be a peer-to-peer lending platform that utilizes the Tezos ledger. They said we chose to build Skynet on Tezos due to a number of reasons: on-chain governance, formally verifiable smart contracts, and delegated proof-of-stake consensus mechanisms, although I would argue that we've seen some of those in other projects as well. But they say these elements make Tezos an environmentally friendly, fork-resistant, that's pretty interesting, and secure platform with which to develop decentralized solutions. Skynet will be one of the first major dapps. So we're making active forays in the real world, etc. Yeah, so I don't know, Skynet, definitely keep a lookout. Definitely keep an eye out for Skynet. Interesting, and I definitely got to do a deep dive on Tezos for sure. Saying that they're unforkable, I mean, Neo said that too, right? But hey, we'll see. So talking about this website, I just wanted to bring this up real quick. It's called CryptoRater. Essentially, it's a place to just shill your favorite coin, really, when you think about it. But what it is it's a rating system, and you can go in here and you can rate different cryptos. And the cool thing is that they use Clearpoll, which is the voting on the blockchain, so it's immutable, you can't change it. So I thought that was really awesome. You could see some of the ratings here: Ethereum 8.7, Bitcoin 8.5, XRP 4.4. Obviously, these are just people's opinions. I don't know if these ratings have even changed since the last time that I checked it. Let's see. I mean, there's not that many votes, really. There's like only 12 votes here, 25 votes there. Yeah, 28 for Bitcoin. So it's a relatively new website. But yeah, check it out if you guys want. It's CryptoRater right here.com. Pretty cool. So also, before we go, a lot of people worry about how they can cash out for cryptos. I've heard some people saying that their Coinbase accounts randomly get shut down and stuff like that. So I'm going to drop this link in the description. This is from Chainbits, and there's a bunch of different ways you can cash out that are not Coinbase. So if you're interested, exchanges, Gemini, Bitstamp, brokers, Paxful, ATMs, establishment. Then they also have a little bit stuff in here about tax issues as well if you're curious, but I figured that would be important. And finally, before we get going, I wanted to move on to this one article. It's the former head of FDIC. She's basically talking about moving forward with ICOs, security, regulated tokens, etc. So she says, I think people need to distinguish between blockchain tech, which has a huge promise, and cryptocurrencies. She thinks blockchain can contribute to some of the sources of instability in the financial system and perhaps, create some disruptive competitive pressure to the large financial institutions. Okay, totally agree. She makes two more points. She says there's a lot of cryptos out there, a lot of noise, a lot of stuff that's not worth much of anything, if anything. We know this. You can literally go to that website. What is it, like Dead Cryptos or deadcoins.com? I forget. There's a whole list of cryptos that are just completely useless. Nobody uses them, right? So she basically talks about that. She compares it to other things, like, for example, she says, I understand that Bitcoin can be more compared to gold, so in that sense, it can be a commodity, but what about all these other coins, these other ICOs? They're clearly just fundraising vehicles and are economically equivalent to securities, so we need some type of bifurcated system, but the important thing is to get federal frameworks in place. So you're definitely seeing the interest, you're seeing the institutions, you're seeing the regulatory interest, so that is definitely as well. And before we go, I have one article that I'm just going to drop here. I want you guys to do some reading, okay? So this is China's MIT's Jianing, I probably said that wrong. So he says, only blockchain will help us realize a meaningful sharing economy. So I want you guys to read this. It's a really interesting story. I mean, it's even got some humor in there. He even goes on in the end to basically just talk about how we have to change the way that we're doing things, even with the ICOs and all this stuff. So definitely just have a look at it. I found it to be an interesting article, and that basically sums it up for today, guys. But before I go, I wanted to just say that tonight I am having a live stream for the first time ever with Bitboy. We're doing that at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so maybe you do the conversions on the time on your end. I haven't had a chance to sit down with Bitboy yet. He seems like a pretty cool dude, pretty funny. He's got like this Donald Fudd character that he does, so definitely looking forward to that. We have nothing planned, by the way, so come join the live stream. It's just going to be totally fun. And yeah, don't forget to drop your comments if you want to get this the bridge protocol USB thing. Yeah. So that being said, I want to say thank you so much again for coming back to my channel. You know I love you guys. You're freaking awesome. Seriously, everyone that's been subscribing to the channel, mashing on the like button, dropping me a comment below, everyone that's been hopping into the Crypto Zombies Telegram chat, you know, I really appreciate it. Obviously, you know, there's no you have to use the link below to get in. It's a private thing, but you use the link, you get in, you're part of the family. So let's do it. That being said, my name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.